Good morning, everybody. How is it going? I am doing good. I am doing good. I hope you guys are too. Alright, we got more Ghost of Tsushima today, as you can pretty easily tell. Hold on. Turn that off, because you don't need color correction on PS5 games. Alright. Where are we at? Where are we going? Over here. Where we're going, it's not where we're at. This is where we're at. Forest Edge Camp. Only 160 meters. Let's just hoof it. So I hope everyone's having a good one today. Hazy Cliff Shrine. Alright, let's go up the... Let's do the shrine while we're here. Man, this cliff do be hazy, alright. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a bridge with a rope. Horse! That's my favorite. Horse! Okay. Herb, where are you taking? Oh, maybe I should just fast travel. Oh, that's right here. Okay, well let's go around the cliff, rocks.
Come and fight.
Oh. Alright, hey guys. Oh, perfect, and there's only 3 of you. Oh, nope, there's 4. Hold on, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I got you, don't worry. I'm gonna let you go.
My life is yours, Lord Sakai.
I'll see that you keep it. I could use information about the
Yeah,
area.
just go to Golden Temple or something.
Just that the Mongols have taken over the lighthouse on Kubara's coast.
A fine outpost for scouting. Thank you.
Okay. I'll do something with that info. Aha. I think going around was the right call. Maybe. I can see all that there. Over here more? Yeah, go that way, bird. Alright, I guess we're gonna follow the bird for a second. Oh, neat. Alright, sure. I like what I have, so I'm probably not gonna... Yeah, hunting bear. What, a brown one? No, I'm good. Oh, okay. Can I, like, throw my rope? Hmm. I should have just found somebody to fight. Actually, let's... Yeah. I need a few minutes to wake up before... Did I finish? I need a few minutes to wake up before I can... Horse! Okay, where the fuck am I going? Let's go see what Ishikawa's up to. That crazy old kook, you know. Okay. Ishikawa!
Ran is the one who saw their camp.
That's right, Sensei.
Sakai,
What's up? What are we doing? I wish I kept my mask on.
Is all this Tomoe's work?
she and her Mongols have been busy. A woman here named Ran knows where to find her.
Lead the way.
We gonna get you, Ome. I think we have to be pretty close to being done with all the side tales, right?
How does she know where Tomoe's
On 6 or 7?
She stumbled on it while foraging in the woods.
She's lucky to be alive.
Everyone with her was killed.
Got him on sneeze.
Is your name Ran?
Yes, my lords.
The Mongols who did this to you, they were led by one of our own.
Tomoe. I'll never forget that face. She used to ride with a group of thieves who lived here.
That's not possible. Tomoe is from Umugi Prefecture.
She found her way here. Her bow terrorized Utsuna for years.
Oh no.
People used to say she could knock a falcon from the sky, blindfolded.
This camp you found, where is it?
The forest southwest of here,
Was Ishikawa lied to? Yes, yes he was.
and the western shore.
Damn her. The lessons I taught her, the secrets I shared. All wasted. You old fool. Why does she lie to me?
I thought we were gonna get on our horse.
Tomoe never
Horses.
told you any of that.
Before we fought, I offered to adopt Tomoe as my daughter. Make her samurai.
For someone like her, that's quite a change in fortune.
And I took it away.
Because she's a hired killer.
Because her sensei failed her.
Um,
She fell back into the life she knew.
It's one thing to wreck your chance at a better life, but to terrorize your own people.
I am aware, Sakai.
Are you?
yeah, it's not like she just went back to
I count on you to do what needs.
selling weed or anything. She's a psycho crazy
We
lady.
have a camp to find. We need to stop Tomoe before she takes more lives. The good news is Tomoe fell back to a place she knows. Because she's desperate.
She has the Mongol Empire on her side.
The more we damage her efforts, the more likely the Khan withdraws his support.
We could use
Let's go
that to our
fast.
advantage. Drive a wedge between them.
What if we did, and Tomoe abandoned the Mongol cause?
After
Yeah,
everything she's done,
we're not
she
gonna.
deserves punishment.
Even if she were willing to fight for us?
Would you trust her?
No.
Yeah, she's gonna go to jail.
The woman we spoke to.
You're
said she
going to
terrorized
jail.
People here. It must have been years ago. Tomoe would have been young.
In her teens. And holding her own among bandits.
Difficult for someone twice her age. And you never suspected anything.
When she began her study with me, she hid a small blade in her sleeve. And she secretly hoarded food.
I can see how you could overlook those signs.
There were others. I wanted to make her my heir so badly. I blinded myself to the truth. The camp should be nearby.
Perfect terrain for archers lying in wait.
Keep your eyes open.
Well, why don't we get off the horse and like
Mount here.
in? Yeah, there we go.
Stay low and find a good place to scout the camp. Up here.
Sneaky, sneaky.
We've seen this before.
What?
Hold on. We're doing. Swear. I got better range charms than that. Surely I. Okay.
Japanese arrows.
Of course.
Of course. Yes.
Bodies used for archery practice.
Tomoe's signature. Shut this camp down. Keep your eyes open for Tomoe.
Ready when you are, Sensei.
I'll stay hidden until you strike.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
She was seen here recently.
Look around.
I can refill my arrows, right? Like. Okay. I did. Is there a letter? A map?
Sensei, over here.
Game, what's going on? Why am I like... Why is the camera like so tight on me? Oh, I think we're having technical difficulties. When I played through this game by myself, I literally had 0 issues. It ran perfectly the entire time. Not gonna help me.
Sensei, over here.
Oh, tracks. That tracks.
Could be Tomoe.
The sensei and the ghost. I'm getting tired of you two.
Your archers are dead. It's over. Ambush.
Go after Tomoe. I'll hold these fools off.
What?
Tomoe, this only ends one way.
Keep telling yourself that.
My horse evaporated.
Let's go, Sora.
What?
There's nowhere to go, Tomoe.
My horse evaporated, and then I flew in the air really high. What?
Where's she going? Tomoe!
So you're old Sakai, the sensei's new pet.
And you're a gifted archer who had a chance at a better life and threw it away.
Is that what he told you?
Tomoe, why are we talking?
So I can warn you to watch your back. My sensei tried to kill me. He'll try the same with you.
Thanks for the warning, but I'm here to end this.
It's already over. I have nothing. No one.
Put the bow down, Tomoe. Has she lost her mind?
Such a casual jump.
No sign of her. I should tell Sensei Ishikawa.
Hey horse, please don't evaporate on me again. That was really scary. I thought I was gonna have to, like, restart the chase.
Face me!
What does that even mean? Alright, cool. Hey guy. Yeah.
Be free soon.
Here you go.
There's no escaping them, my lord. They control every road in and out of here.
Is that how they captured you?
Yes. I was following the path,
Mm-hmm.
and they were camped nearby, waiting for travelers.
Find a safe spot in the wilds until I've cleared the roads.
Oh, another one way up there. I say way up there, but I'm almost to that one. Oh, there you are. This is where you evaporated, horse. Down here. I don't know where I'm going. If that wasn't apparent.
Sakai, what happened?
Yumped.
Could have killed me, but she didn't.
You let her get away.
She jumped off a cliff. I saw her.
You saw what she wanted you to.
She sounded desperate.
She is, because of us.
Why does she think you'll turn on me?
She doesn't. She's trying to drive a wedge between us. And it's working.
Howdy.
It's not.
Howdy, howdy.
Good. But the next time you wonder if I can do what's needed, ask yourself first. Tomoe isn't finished yet. I guess they shall go north to curry favor with the Mongols.
We'll find her.
He does have a taco on his head. That's essentially what that is. It's one of my favorite hats, just because why? Like, why is it a taco? I love it. Okay, where am I going now? So, that one. That's not really closer, though. Yeah, taco hat is like best hat. Oh my god. Why?
That's my soda.
I also ended up beating Lord of the Rings last night, 20 minutes after you left. Like, right after you left, I finished that level, and then did the last level in one try. It is not a very long game. It does have a lot of bonus content, where you can, like there's arenas and, like, combat challenges and stuff like that, and, like, characters to unlock. Okay, yeah, deer's fine.
Let's go, Sora.
Characters to unlock, and you can go back and you can, like replay every level, any level with any character. It has a lot of additional stuff to go with it. But it is very short, yes.
Come and fight.
Mongol territory, let's do it. Neat, alright. Yeah, I wouldn't have gone late last night unless I was like... Kill an enemy using a perfect parry. Alright, sure. Yeah, I kind of figured I'd have a good chance of beating it yesterday, and if I didn't get hung up on that, like, one level, I would have. It was literally just the wall level that fucked me up. Okay, cool. Got the perfect parry. Oh, most of the camp's over there. I didn't even notice. Tell your friends. Buddy. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Cool. What arrows I need? Whatever this is. I need all the things. Give me everything in the game. All the items right now. I'm tired of tracking them down individually. Okay. Anybody in here? Man, it must really suck to think a shield's gonna save you, and then I just like wombo combo you into fucking oblivion. Bonk, 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 bonk. No Man's Sky updated. It should not. I didn't know I had any fucking downloads going. Who said you could do that right now? I know I didn't. You already finished the game? Okay, well, I have not. Well, yeah, so have I, but Jesus, dude. I was actually just thinking, like, I feel like regardless of what you, like, regardless of the main story, I feel like you missed a lot of things. Because unless you guys are, like, I feel like you got through that really fucking quickly. Okay, yeah, you're still leaving a lot of game on the table then. Are you gonna be that guy who eats 64% of a chicken wing and is like, ah, man, I can eat like 30 wings because you take like 3 bites? I don't know, I guess that's fair, but like... Yeah, I have noticed that like you do like 3 side quests and you're very over leveled. No, I have got that because yeah, you do. I'm like hidden levels over the main recommended level just because I'll go do side quests. We done. All right.
I'm right here.
Okay. You're good? I will admit, I am kind of middling on the story. Like, it's interesting enough to keep me, like, I want to see what happens next. But it's not an amazing, like, holy shit. That said, though, I don't necessarily know what I would want for a story set in that universe. Like, I just need the one banner. Like, I don't, at this point in time, I don't know enough about the, like, the overall universe of Harry Potter. Be like, ah, you know, they should show us this. This would be really fun to play in a game. Like, I don't. The Goblin Rebellion of 1899 seems like a fair enough backdrop, you know, it's. So I think for that, I feel like there needs to be some explanation for that because yeah, it is kind of weird how you as a student are just like I feel like and I don't know if it's explained at any point in the game, I can't remember. But at any point in time, are you like, oh yeah, I was staying at Professor Fig's for the summer while he taught me some magic? Like, do they explain where your parents are in this circumstance? Because you're a fifth year, which makes your character what, 16, 17, 16? Also, let's not. There's also the fact that as a 16-year-old, 15 or 16-year-old, you're just like straight up murdering a bunch of fucking people. Like, I don't think a 16-year-old has killed as many people as I have since World War II.
Fight me!
Oh, that was my bad.
Those people.
So for like, what's happening as far as like, oh, we're a student, but we're just running around in the countryside, like, murdering dark wizards and goblins. That's a little ridiculous, but I am willing to suspend disbelief. I don't know. I don't think she was.
I should check the inn for survivors.
Okay. I have no idea what she's laughing at, but I don't think she's laughing at us. Yeah, like, I'm willing to suspend disbelief about, like, you as a student running around through the wilderness killing people and goblins, just because, like, that, you know, gameplay-wise, you gotta have something like that, so I'm willing to be like, alright, you know what, fair.
They took my husband.
But,
Oda.
Do you know where they went?
They talked.
like, I think it wouldn't have hurt to, like, just throw in an extra 2 minutes of dialogue, not even at the start of the game, being like, ah, sorry to hear about the plague that took your parents, or, you know, the war. It's the late 1800s. Literally millions of things could have killed anybody for any reason. The freak meteorite that came down and killed your family and gave you the ability to use magic. Like, you know, give me 30 seconds of exposition explaining why my parents are letting me stay with this 60-year-old stranger who just came to them and was like, your kid's a wizard! Like, it wouldn't even need to, you wouldn't even need to say they're dead. Just be like, oh, it was, you know, just give me something. Yeah, as it stands, we're just like this random 15-year-old who's living with this random 60-year-old who convinced my parents that magic is real. I mean, conveniently it is, but if it wasn't, this would be a very, like, it'd be very concerning. It's still pretty concerning. Now that said, like with the main story, I'm not super concerned about like the ancient magic. I am interested to see the history of like, oh, these were the professors. This is what happened 400 years ago. And the Goblin Rebellion is cool. But beyond that, I'm not like, I like those two parts of it.
Are you cowards? We've got the advantage.
Well, overall, the magic in that universe isn't really explained super well, which I kind of like and I kind of don't like. Like in a lot of other fiction that uses magic, they try to give you some explanation for how the magic actually works, right? Pigs, be cool. Nobody. I don't want to fight you. You don't want to fight me. And so, like, that's kind of a problem in the universe. They have all this pre-established magic, but then they have to, like, come up with a way for it to make sense that it works. For example, like, the Time Turner does not make any sense in any capacity. And that's like, that's the common example people go with. Why did I jump?
That was amazing, my lord.
Okay, well, I guess that one guy gets to live.
Were you taken from the inn?
No, my lord.
I'm very glad they did not. Anytime
They meant
a friend of mine made this observation, I don't know if he read it somewhere or anything, but he said this is what he more or less said to me, and I very much agree with it. Anytime a story relies on time travel to like advance the story or to explain itself or to fix a problem or whatever, the story is inherently not going to make sense because time travel does not make sense. Like anytime time travel is used, it just opens up a million like, well, wouldn't this cause this and that and other thing like. And if you think about it across media, that's not inaccurate. I'm not gonna say it's 100% accurate all of the time, but it's not inaccurate. Like time travel as a mechanic just over here and do this thing. Now run back over to this area. Yeah, like, what's the limit on the time travel? And I know with the, like, you know, sometimes it's like, oh, you can only go back a day, but like, okay, go back a day, explain to yourself then, like, oh, hey, use this to go back another day. And like how, yeah, it just raises so many questions and causes so many problems.
Where the Ronin went.
Face me! He's just a samurai!
Hey everybody, who's here? Oh.
Without being here.
All dead. Should free the men.
So, the Goblin Rebellion, I'm pretty sure that's like an established thing that are like before the game was a concept. I'm pretty sure that was offhandedly mentioned
So the chance, my lord.
as like a thing that already happened.
Ronin deserve death.
As like a throwaway line in one of the books or something, I think.
I recognize some of them.
Um,
To serve Clan Yarikawa.
so yeah, the depictions of goblins,
And still traitors to their own people.
I mean, yeah, they're
Nearby.
the depictions of goblins are pretty racist.
And Oda.
Oda's alive.
But apparently
Tend to the bodies, and then go somewhere safe.
goblins in European folklore have like kind of a more racist origin, I guess. I don't know. Like, I'd read into it. I don't want to misquote what I don't want to misquote what I read. Yeah, no, I get that. Now, to be fair, again, to be fair, air quotes, it is 1899. So, like, around that time period, actual humans were struggling, and I mean, in some areas they still are, were struggling with giving people with slightly darker skin tones equal rights. So, the whole goblins wanting equal rights and being told to fuck off is not outside, like, the realm of believability in that regard. Like, 1899 was directly after, like, the United States had a big war about whether or not some people were property. So, like, I don't have an issue believing in any context that a whole nother race of beings given equal treatment would be difficult. Like, given the circumstances, I understand, like, I disagree with it, don't get me wrong. Like, if it's just, I'm not gonna get into the whole, I don't want to get into the whole debate of, like, what constitutes sentience or anything like that, but if it's a sentient creature, it deserves equal rights as long as, you know, they don't infringe upon others. So, like, yeah, the goblins should have equal rights and all that. But I get why, like, they have to have a rebellion, or they, like, feel like they'd have to have a rebellion to get them.
My wife was wounded.
Because, again, it's 1899, like,
Her final thoughts were of you.
Oh no.
this was still very much, at least in Muggle, air quotes, society, this was very much like,
Death was avenged.
what counts as a person?
Never hurt anyone again.
Can women travel above 40 miles an hour without their organs melting?
One last time.
Like when the train was first created, that was a real like the guy was like, women can't ride on trains because at 25 miles an hour their delicate organs will combust, or something to that effect. I have 3 technique points. Oh my god. So as far as like the Goblin Rebellion being a backdrop for it, it makes sense, or at least I get it. Because even oh no, it's like I get what you're saying, and it's a valid criticism. But even at the end of like one of the books, one of the goblins, I remember like Harry gives his wand to a goblin or something, because the goblin's like, you know, if we were really equal, they'd let us have wands, but it's magic walls. Oh, the organ thing? Oh. I mean, I'm always worried my organs are going to melt whenever I go above 25 miles an hour. Okay, we're gonna go here. Go to the point. It probably would have in functionality, but I think they would have needed the goblins at minimum do one thing that the dark wizards don't, and they would need a different enemy type to do. Is they give you some kind of like not just a magic caster to fight. Like there's not much of a reason for a dark wizard to charge at you with an axe. So at minimum they'd have to like come up with a reason for there to be melee combat. Wait, hold on, I lost the box. Because really, for the wizards, you just fight the same 3 kinds of wizards. I'm sorry, 4. No shield, yellow shield, purple shield, red shield. Yeah, like... Unless they're using Force Choke, I don't think it's gonna jive with the whole wizard thing. Okay, yeah. 6 and 9 for Masako. Oh, that's her last one, and then it's Ishikawa's last. That was his. They're just like, you know, I used to like magic more, but you just beat the shit out of someone in your hands. It's pretty satisfying. Assassinate an enemy from above. You got it. Okay, I just need to assassinate one of you from above. Alright, cool. Come on. Okay, let's use this before I lose it. I hit circle to dodge that. Okay, I'm hitting circle game? These fucking fire guys are getting very irritating. Is that everybody? Oh, cool. Yes. Oh. I'll go over here, and then we'll go over there, and then we'll go over that way. Good time. Be cool, pigs. Be cool. I won't fight you. You won't fight me. Get down from there. Okay, anyways. It feels like I use all my words on, like, goblins. Like, I went on a big speech about all the Hogwarts stuff, and now I'm just like, doo-doo-doo, I don't have anything to say, my brain's still restocking. Here's your nudity warning. Here's your nudity. Reflect on... Filter.
Mother spent her last weeks in the hot springs. Even then, she'd never get her hair wet.
You never got the duck mask? Well, that's your own fault. You probably missed it now. It's probably locked out behind story stuff. See, that's why you do side missions. And I don't want to hear the this was not even one of the like fetch quest side ones. So this was the exact kind of... No, but the main quests are also counted in that percentage. So what percentage of that 64% is main quests? Okay, but how many quests did you do? I don't know, like... 64% tells me nothing, and there being only 14 main quests tells me nothing. Like, if there's only 14 main quests, and you did 50 missions, okay. But if there's 14 main quests and you did 20 missions... I'm guessing, I feel like to do 64%, you probably did, like, a very reasonable amount of side quests. It's a fox den. Because there's a million of these, it's a fox den. Yeah, I do feel that. Well, that is kind of the game. Well, it depends on the side quests I guess. But yeah, every time a side quest mentioned a town I hadn't been to before, I was like, oh, I'm about to get loaded down with them. Is the fox through here? No, the fox disappeared. Alright, well, that's... No. Now I get my armor back there. Okay, well. Ignore me, pigs. Always pigs. Always so many pigs.
Are you cowards?
Hey guys. It's your boy, Sakai. Hey, buddy. Bit. Oh, it's right here. I probably didn't need to hop on the horse, but whatever. We're here. Okay, perfect dodge. I'm probably not gonna get that one. Ah! Dude, your friends suck. They just like let me run right by the run up and slash you once. Thanks guys. That was nice of them. I don't know who they are or where they came from, but that was nice of them. No, no, get up. Ew, ew. I don't know what horse that is, whose horse that is. I don't want that horse. It could have diseases. I could have horse-borne herpes now. I feel like that's a pretty good band name. I want to say thank you for everyone, to everyone for coming out tonight. We are horse-borne herpes. All right, let's go.
Looking for me?
I'd buy the album. It's another fox den. I'd wear a shirt that said horse-borne herpes. Okay. We're here now. Gonna be another hot tub. Maybe not. I was just assuming so because oh, it's a haiku spot. Oh. Cool. Wearing my demon mask, I'm going to write some poetry. See what's looking back. Sparring in the wind. A journey awaits. Ooh, we're gonna go sparring in the wind. Gilded armor splashed with red. A welcome escape from all. Sit beneath the golden shroud. Ooh. Oh, you guys can't. Ah, self from pain. You guys can't hear that because of what I have my volume setting. Placeholders.
Sparring in the wind. Sit beneath the golden shroud. Replace what was lost.
Neat. Okay. Go over here now. Oh, that's so far away. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it to it, as the kids say. Looted lighthouse, it's so far away. Alright, let's go, horse. Vámonos, mi caballo. That was not good. Caballo? 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 Going the wrong way. That's my bad. Entering an area of overwhelming enemy force. A lighthouse? Okay, so I can't go in there until the story takes me in there. Well, I'm not entering an area of overwhelming enemy force. That's back there. I'm leaving the area of overwhelming enemy force. I'm going to this little lighthouse over here. This little lighthouse of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little lighthouse of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Come on, swing your gun stick at me. Ow! Damn it! Come on. Okay, whatever. We won. They're dead. I'm alive. This guy's alive. Everybody's alive. It's great. You know who died?
We
Nobody.
all like you.
Yeah.
Go. And stay safe.
My lord, this is for you.
Oh god. Didn't do that, but whatever. It worked. Alright, switch back to our Ronin gear. Three enemies with a chain assassination. Alright. Bet. Alright. Okay, well... I guess I'll just go, fuck myself then, with the chain assassination. Alright. Okay. Okay. I think the only guy left alive is up at the top, so I'm not super worried about it. Bye. Ah, you love to see it. Combat nearby. That's some bullshit game, and you know it. Had that arrow all queued up for him. Alright, ignite the lighthouse. Light it up. Light it up. Hold on, was that scaffolding on the side? It's scaffolding, huh? Okay. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 12:30? What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna get something to eat. Give me a minute and I'll be back and then we'll go do stuff. Okay, I'm back. Man, that got... I'm just hanging out, having a good time, and then all of a sudden it is 12:30, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm sorry, I usually open that before I turn my mic on. I forgot to today. Can I jump? Whoa, land on the building! Okay, I mean, I can jump. Should I jump? No. Definitely not. Up the cliff. I can't go up the cliff. Horses can't climb. Thank God, otherwise that would be fucking terrifying. Pigs in a fox den. Lead the way, fox. Little hop. Did you build all this, little fox? I liked his hop across the chasm there. Oh. Oh, you're actually sticking around for me to pet you? How sweet. Okay, bye. Alright, I don't know what my girlfriend just said, and I'm scared. Let's go try to figure this out. Okay. Let me grab this rope. Rope. Oh, wait. Hold on. There's handholds right here. Horse. Oh, there you are. Okay, that did not work. Handholds. I can just squeeze. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh, that makes me so mad. It made me so mad I sneezed, and now I have to blow my nose. Hold on. Ooh, dark tunnel. Got to unmute myself after I... Alright. Actually, okay, so we just figured it out. Man. That's embarrassing. Yep, and there's that area I found on the side earlier. When I was looking for the way around, that's waxwood, right? Ah, you would. You would. Cannot make that jump. Wow, look at that. You know, sometimes it pays to be not stupid. Surprise! Oi! Uh-huh. We go around. My fingers are sore fucking watching this. Oh my god. What do I get? Give me some goodies. Give me something really good. Something shiny. Shiny and verbose. It's not as verbose as I was hoping, but you know what? That's fine. Alright, let's go do the Tale of Lady Masako, the last one for this area. Then we don't necessarily have a lot to do around here after that. We might finish up. Definitely not today, but probably next week. Okay, where... Masako, where are you? Oh, you're still really far away. Never mind. I mean, not never mind, like, where are you, but I'm on my way. So, like, we'll figure it out. Alright. Ah, Foxton. Let's follow the fox. I mean, why wouldn't I? Okay, Fox, this is all uphill. I do not run well uphill. Wouldn't you be? Oh, over here. After everything else he's done, no issue. Jogging up a hill, he's just like... Well, yeah, because that's a life or death scenario. You know, you could run a marathon, and then if somebody attacks you, your body's going to be like, adrenaline, go! And you'll have energy you previously didn't to try to survive. Hold on, I think there's a hot spring. Nope, just red trees. Whoa, that's a big fucking Buddha statue. See, that's the secret. He just hasn't slept in 3 weeks. And anytime he gets tired, he just gets in a fight. That made a rock? A rack? Is that a rack? That made a rack? I don't know why I said it like that, but apparently I needed to.
Then you're a bigger fool than I thought. Jin, a word, please.
Milkshake. That's a word. You hear that, buddy? You're a big milkshake.
Masako, what's wrong?
A man named Kajiwara recruited the men who killed my family. His name is on the list. He lives in this prefecture.
Okay.
That monk knows where, but he won't tell me.
Junshin means well. I'll talk to him.
How do you know the monk's name? Hey, buddy. Sorry I called you a milkshake.
Junshin, it's good to see you.
And you, Lord Sakai.
Lady Masako and I are looking for Kajiwara. You know where he is.
She accused him of terrible things.
Does Jin just know everybody on the island?
Masako has good reason to believe he recruited the men who killed her family.
He would never do that. He is a humble fisherman, a loving husband and father. I think she is blinded by rage.
Junshin, I need to talk to him.
As long as it is just talking.
The one you go on missions with?
Take the road from here to the coast.
Yeah, Norio. Norio's a cool dude.
Well,
We'll take the road to the coast.
thank you for your help, monk. I can't imagine what you said to Junshin that I didn't. He doesn't even try to hear me. It's like talking to a stone.
I think he's afraid of you.
Afraid? Why?
You can be intimidating.
In our world, that is not a bad thing. We're hunting
Where's my horse?
a vicious man. He was a retainer for our
Yeah, Norio's a cool dude.
dependable and skilled, but quick to anger. We excused his behavior.
He's got an interesting story.
Beating his wife and daughter
The coward, hurting his own family.
I like all the side stories.
immediately.
I think the side stories in this are done very well.
House. Within a day, they'd gone back to him.
It's not always easy, especially when you think they'll change.
This path should take us to the beach. We'll leave the horses to avoid being seen.
We should approach with caution. I don't want to put Kajiwara's family at risk.
Honestly? Maybe.
That must be Kajiwara's fishing hut. The Mongols found it.
They may have already killed him and his family.
There's a chance they're still alive. Let's go.
You know what? I'm pretty sure it sold well enough to warrant them making a sequel. And if that's the case, hopefully the second one's got a better story. Spend some of that sequel money on some better writers. Well, it didn't sell. It's not a Harry Potter game. And Harry Potter's been out of like the main public
House for Kajiwara and his family.
eye for so long. Like, Harry Potter is still very popular, but they haven't really had any new media come out. I guess Fantastic Beasts and stuff, but that hasn't been received as well.
New rolls of cloth.
Not cloth, silk. More than a humble fisherman could afford.
Well, yeah,
This blade is covered in blood.
It doesn't.
but I feel like they'd go.
weapon.
It's a fisherman's tool.
I feel like they're gonna go ape shit over any
Kajiwara's wife.
like Hogwarts, any game in that universe.
Maybe the Mongols killed them?
Then where is Kajiwara's body?
Like, honestly, it seems like there's a lot of people not into Harry Potter getting into the game,
Ran like a
or
cow.
who are into the game, were into the game. See, exactly, and same here. Like, ever since the,
Lady Masako! The Mongols attacked my wife and daughter
Quiet, snake! We know you killed them.
out of love.
ever since, like, the
Me
last,
and the Mongols. It's what they wanted.
You sick.
anyways, ever since the last, like, movie came out, I haven't really paid any attention to the series. Like, that was,
Tell me, and I will end you lovingly, like you did your wife and daughter.
All I know is he understood
Understood what?
how it feels to be ruined by you. How I was driven to poverty. The toll it took on my family.
I couldn't stand to hear another word,
Everything you said was a lie.
except about being ruined by me. I know Sadao felt the same way.
The conspirators are bonded by hate. The attack on your clan was personal.
Organized by a rival samurai with a deep grudge.
oh. But yeah, I think it's, like, just the ability to run around in that, like, in the Hogwarts area and explore and all that is a big draw. Like, that's my big draw into the game, right? And again, I think they made a very good choice to, like, make games in that universe not set during the book series or the movie series, or whatever you want to. Oh, more Masako stuff down here. Alright, let's go do that real quick. We'll do her stuff. I got an hour 10 left. Hour 12.
Where's Junshin? Big Monk, please stop! Where is Junshin?
Oh,
Masako, what What are you doing?
Helping this monk find his tongue.
My lord, help! Masako, let me handle this.
Fine. But if you can't make him talk, I will.
I thought she was going to kill me. No harm will come to you. What do you know about Junshin? Junshin was helping survivors at Red Leaf Temple. But I hear the Mongols raided it. Then he's in danger. We will find him. What do you want with Junshin?
He conspired to kill my family.
He's been saving refugees. And his name wasn't on the list we found.
Someone left him a note at the temple. It's identical to the ones the conspirators carried. Junshin was promised supplies for his relief camps. In return, he was to provide information on my whereabouts.
It's just an offer. This proves nothing.
It proves he had contact with the person who killed my family.
We will get to the bottom of this. By talking to Junshin.
You have my word.
Okay, good,
His last seen at Red
lady. Masako. So we might finish up her quest line today. Unexpected, but cool.
Let's go.
I'll take it. Alright, let's go, lady. Come on.
When we find the monk, let me deal with him.
Remember, we agreed to talk to him.
The men who killed my family talked with their swords.
Masako, you will not kill Junshin until we're certain of his guilt.
Your father was murdered. Did you talk with his killer? Lord Shimura tracked him down and collected his head. You've had your vengeance, Jin. Don't stand in the way of mine.
And make sure you're getting vengeance on the right person. Oh, hey! How it do, 682?
Enough! Chiharu, bastards!
Well, hopefully you start feeling better soon. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that'll do it.
Murder these people on temple grounds.
We need to find Junshin. This way.
Oh, where are we going? Okay. Lead the way, lady.
The temple is close.
And so is the monk.
Down.
Oh, I'm supposed to take cover behind the... Okay, sure. Up this rock? Oh, this rock.
We can take them.
No, we strike quietly.
Jin.
Or they might kill the monk.
Fine.
I'll take one, you take the other.
Sneaky, sneaky.
They won't last much longer.
I'll guard the exits. Just get that monk.
Okay. Got it. We're good.
Reinforcements. I need to get Junshin.
It is me. Hello, buddy.
Masako!
Stand aside, Jin. He betrayed my family.
Run! If we fight, Mongols win.
They already won.
I don't remember this.
You were my friend.
Give me the monk.
No.
You are defending a murderer!
We agreed to talk to him.
Talking never works.
You promised me.
My promise is to my family.
Masako, I don't want to, like, perfect you, but unless you, like, change it up. I did too, actually.
You hear them coming? They are the enemy.
Ow. Alright, well, I didn't perfect her. Yeah, I forgot all about this part. Whoa!
Jin,
You gave me your word.
when I looked at Junshin, all I saw were my dead grandchildren. Their faces after being cut down. And you were protecting him.
So you tried to kill me? Have you lost your mind?
I have lost everything.
I mean, yeah, she probably has.
Sacrificed everything. For revenge.
And what do you feel when you think of Yuzo?
We can't let anger consume us.
Yes.
To our friends.
Jin, Masako. Star Wars is tomorrow. Can't talk about anger and the dark side until then.
Junshin won't get far. We can track him down.
That's not... That's the focus of all the stuff tomorrow, is dark side anger.
Again.
I won't. I promise.
Look for his tracks. Junshin went this way. Looks Looks like he ran into the woods. When we find Junshin, perhaps I should speak with him first.
So you don't.
Probably a good call.
It doesn't matter. Junshin won't. And we need him to talk.
Fair point. But remember, Jin, he only needs his tongue to talk. There he is.
Please, don't kill me.
Just sitting on the rock, waiting. Not even really sitting.
Who offered you supplies in exchange for information about Masako?
She called herself Lady Hana.
Liar!
Masako, wait. Who is Lady Hana?
My sister. She was
You have a
magical
sister?
to the rest of my family.
She visited me 2 nights ago, wore a crimson kimono with a golden sash. I remember. She smelled of chrysanthemum.
No.
I never told her anything about you. I swear it.
Leave us.
He's like, bet, I'm going.
My sister's alive. She murdered the children.
Why would she want to destroy your clan?
I don't know. But I am going to find her.
You don't have to do it alone.
Meet me in Kamiagata.
Alright, cool. We're probably just gonna go do that. Go fast. I mean, I have an hour left. Oh no. Is it? Oh, it's up here somewhere. Ah, ah. Okay. In that case, I want to go get the Sakai clan armor. Because I really want that. It has, like, the best, like, effect of all the armor, I guess you'd say. Because you can just... Or it has my favorite effect of all the armor. I'll phrase it like that. Because it lets you do the standoff up to, like, 6 or 7 times. It's great. I love it. Let's go get that shit. Get that shit. Fix up that shit. And then wear that shit. Omi Village. Omi? Oh my. Omi, oh my. I swear, this coffee I'm drinking has like a sleeper effect. I drink it and then it doesn't kick in until like an hour and a half later. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Okay, yep, we're just gonna run the rest of the way.
Omi Village. Home.
Is it Omi Village or Homie Village then? Because it's the village of your home.
No sign of Mongols.
Well, that's good.
Where is it?
How dare you!
She didn't even have a knife or anything. She was just ready to fuck me up barehanded.
I feared you were dead.
I came as soon as I could.
That's
It's
kind
good to
of.
see you, Yuriko.
You look tired. Are you hungry?
Not now, thank you. The Khan's army must have marched past here. Have you had any trouble?
A few bandits, nothing I can't take care of.
I've come for my father's... my armor.
You refused to wear it at Komoda Beach.
A lot has changed since then.
I hid it somewhere safe.
Can I have it? Ghost from the past. Well, I'm the ghost from the present. And then next comes the ghost of Christmas future to show you the error of your ways. Scrooge McYuriko.
To help me fetch it. He's at the cemetery.
What's he doing there?
We will go and visit Tiny Tim and his family.
Plants for my poisons. Keeps vermin out of our food stores.
I'm glad you're not alone.
What about Lord
And you shall see the joy and warmth of family and friendship
At Komoda.
that money cannot buy.
Others survived. And they're helping you?
A few. Lady Musiko.
Good. She's been fighting alongside the boys since she was knee-high.
You'll have to tell me more about that someday.
But it's just the two of you?
A few others. Sensei Ishikawa.
I haven't seen him in years. Does he still act like he's the only
And then you're gonna see the grave of Tiny Tim later.
He's right. But his aim is unmatched.
He would certainly agree.
We're just kind of floating up these stairs. I feel like stairs are hard to make not be a ramp.
Lord Sakai, you're back.
I wish I could stay. But I hear you're taking good care of Yuriko.
You've got that backwards, my lord.
Taichi, help me get the Sakai armor.
Go. I should pay my respects.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna go. Really though, it's a great place. Very, very pretty. Guess I'm gonna write a haiku about my pops. Pops coup. I mourn my father. Light for my father. These shade my father. Be used to meditate. Grave close. Soul distant. It's pretty good. I fought hard to return. No, I like this. Now I am alone. All things pass away. This old tree lives on. Oh, of course, that one.
Leaves shade my father. His grave close. His soul distant.
And then you bring it back to the tree.
This old tree lives on.
I have also never seen The Nun. Wasn't it like... Isn't it supposed to be a very good horror? Like, what, weren't people into it? Wait, are you watching The Nun? Am I like side noise while you're watching The Nun? Are you like trying to get spooked and then I'm over here in the background just like, ah, so anyways, monk, you're a fucking milkshake. I don't think you can multitask a spooky atmosphere while I'm being stupid in the corner. It's like if you were trying to go through a haunted house and some, like, overly done wise guy from Boston or Brooklyn or wherever was there with you the whole time. Some dude pops out with, like, a chainsaw. Hey, get a load of this guy. Hey, look at that. He got a chainsaw. Ah, what you gonna do? You gonna trim my hedges, man? Ah, they've been looking real rough, buddy. And I'll pay you for it. Give you an extra 10 on your way out the door. You get out of here, buddy. Like, it's gonna kill the atmosphere. I think my girlfriend laughed at that one. She never laughs at anything I say or do, so I'm never sure.
Young master?
Baby?
Are you alright?
Yes, just lightheaded. For a moment, I thought you looked.
Face us, coward!
Get inside.
I like how I have a fucking boxing helmet on.
Challenge me! We've got the advantage!
You thought. Ah! Somebody grab my head. I hope it was my girlfriend who grabbed my head, otherwise I'm in trouble. Yeah, we're gonna go upgrade the fuck out of this.
Lord Sakai,
Are you alright?
you butchered them. Is Yarikawa giving us trouble again?
The Yarikawa rebellion was 20 years ago. Those men were with the Mongols.
Of course. Seeing you like that, I'm still shaken up. I need to catch my breath.
By the lake. Your favorite tree.
Yes. Come.
Now we'll take a nice little walk here. Scrooge McYuriko.
You said earlier you've been making poisons.
Keeps the vermin out of our rice.
Can you make it stronger?
Spoon Central.
For a man?
No one deserves that.
Can you do it?
Spoon Central, bitch. Spoon City, bitch.
Oh,
All the spoons for the soup. Gonna eat. Ow! I just hit my mic. Fuck. All the soups for the spoons. All the spoons. With the soup. Soup spoons.
poison has never.
Oh, Spook Central. That makes way more sense given the context.
I need every weapon we have. Tsushima can't afford anything less.
The Mongols have changed you, young master.
The world has changed.
I don't know, maybe you want to watch a spooky movie, have a nice hot bowl of soup?
Plants that heal.
A chowder, perhaps?
Calm even.
I don't think chowders are particularly a spooky soup.
But they must be consumed.
But you could. Personally, I'd probably go with, not a bisque. A bisque would be,
Dots.
just not the right flavor. Too creamy for horror.
Monks from the west. Will you help me?
Promise me you'll remain.
A
good.
gazpacho, maybe?
I promise.
Split pea? Split pea might be the spookiest soup.
After your every need since your mother carried you. I won't stop now.
Well, the movie's called The Nun. You're gonna see a lot of nuns. They're gonna do a lot of things.
Side of the lake, where the old fishermen lived. Remember? You and your little friend gathered them to make little boats.
Ryuzo and I, we spent all day reenacting the Battle of Dunno.
Well, split pea is the spookiest soup.
I've seen fires over there at night. Not sure who it is.
Don't worry, I'll be back soon with reeds.
You know what kind of company nuns run? None ya business. Ah! Am I just gonna swim over? Bet your ass I am. It is.
Are you Yuriko was right.
Hey guys,
His home has been taken over by bandits.
great news.
The mighty samurai's skill.
I can kill 4 of you without even having to worry about it. Ow! Okay, well, is that enough of you? You done? We cool? We good? Reeds? Cool.
Perfect for a blowgun. I'll get these to Yuriko.
Why does Yuriko know how to make a blowgun? That's a question that has yet to be answered. Whoop. Oh yeah, I wanted to... I can upgrade... Why haven't I done that yet? I like that. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so many options. Guess that. I don't even really know. Oh, that, sure. Sure. I'm gonna make this. Yeah, why not? Then it's not 40. Oh, Yuriko. She's got dementia.
Yuriko?
Oh, excuse me, young master.
At a time where it's really bad to have it.
You caught
There's never a good time.
Sakai.
I try not to do that.
He loved you in his way.
Enough of the past. We have a blowgun and darts. All I need now is the poison.
Of course, young master. Come with me. I have a small camp where I gather plants and herbs for ointments. And poison. It kills vermin within moments.
Ah,
Make it
perfect.
strong enough for the invaders.
Let's go. And then I got some gear to upgrade once we gotta get out of here. I got my sword and I gotta upgrade this armor. I've been saving things for this exact moment.
It's nice to ride with you again.
You and Lord Shimura taught me to ride.
Ah.
On that runt pony.
You sat so tall and straight in your little saddle. Like you were the shogun himself.
Hey, let's go, come on! Get some poison!
Oh no, little Jin.
What's so funny?
I just remembered it was out here you nearly killed your uncle.
What?
You were 3 or 4. The poor man was trying to teach you how to hold your wooden kodachi. You wanted to chase butterflies.
I know the story. My uncle's black eye took weeks to heal.
Lord Shimura and your father laughed so hard, I fear they both choked to death.
I don't remember my father's laugh.
He lost his humor after your mother got sick. But you have your father's laugh. Here we are.
Conveniently, the ride was just far enough to tell that story.
Only when I spend the day foraging for plants. I'll look for the flowers we need.
Rest, Yuriko. I will get them for you.
Red flower, blue thorns. Blue flower,
Eat the
blue
seeds,
flower,
they're
blah.
poisonous.
Well, the joke's ruined already, so it doesn't matter.
I know.
Blue flower, red thorns.
Remember how we gather flowers for your mother?
She arranged them for the little alcove at home.
That should be enough. Bring them to me, young master.
Got it, lady.
Your plants.
Good. We extract the seeds, crush them, make a paste, and dip the needles.
Make sure the dose is strong.
It should do what you need. It's done.
You're sure he came this way? The old woman has a camp around here somewhere.
Listen. Someone's coming.
Stay there, Yuriko.
I'll deal with it.
Let's see if this poison works.
He will regret what he did to Sadamune and the others. I just want his head and the price that goes with it. How much farther? It's around here somewhere. Let me get my bearings. Hurry up. I don't want to lose him.
Okay. Yeah, just stab me with a sword if those are my two options.
Are you hurt, young master?
Oh. No, I'm good. Hold on.
Don't dealt with them.
Sometimes I forget you're a grown man.
I forget sometimes too. We should get back to the estate.
I'll stay. I need to straighten the place up.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Hush! You are not a child, and I'm old enough to take care of myself.
What other kinds of poison can you make?
Always so impatient. There is another.
What kind of poison can you make me?
And rage. But the ingredients, what were they?
Try to remember. It sounds useful.
What? Why would you have a rat poison that just makes them confused and angry? Okay. Well, some shit to upgrade.
What were they? Red leaves? No, it has petals. Ah, a flower.
Okay. Yes, but then you still just have angry, confused rats. As opposed to a poison that just kills them. Oh, I didn't do the... There's a bamboo strike I didn't... That real fast. And then I gotta upgrade shit. That was my girlfriend. She said thank you. Oh, I fucked up. There we go. Nice. Alright. Go. So I think that's the mission that will end this whole area. And I don't want to do that yet. We want to clear up this area before we...
I work on all kinds of armor. What would you like to improve? Much better protection.
Okay.
Certain to frustrate your enemies.
Fully upgraded. I'm a deer man now. Look at my antlers.
Do you need a swordsmith, my lord? Balanced, sharp, and deadly.
Fantastic.
If your blades need work, let me be of use.
Balanced, sharp, and deadly were also the 3 words I used to describe myself on dating websites. It did not go well. Ah! Everything's caught on everything.
Allow me to
You're an
strengthen
armor. I don't care about my armor anymore. I've got the standoff armor. This is basically all I'm wearing for the rest of the game. Hey, Trapper. What do you got for me?
I'm happy to offer my services. I hope it helps. I'm sorry. I need more for that. I look forward to hearing of your victories.
I don't know what that means. Sharp as snap. What? Traveler's die. There's like 3 patchy places on the map right here I want to clear up. The spots. Oh, I suppose we should go do like Yuriko's. And that. Yeah, we'll go do that. That's arguably way more important than clearing up a couple of blank spots. Or not blank spots. Where is the Sakai? Sure. Yeah. I don't think I can jump off of this cliff. But I think I need to. Yeah. Balls. Whoop. I mean, not yet anyway. Oh, I was gonna try to like. Whoa! Okay, I don't really know what I did there. I'm not sure about anything.
Lily, I was getting tired of waiting for you.
What are you asking me if I'm sure about? Alright, what are we doing, buddy? I have that hat.
You're not a warrior, just a murdering dog.
That's the spirit. Come on, Sakai. I've been looking forward to this.
Okay, sure, buddy. You're about to see how unworried about this I am. Random straw hat. Oh, angry. Now let me show you how it's done.
If you had gotten here sooner.
I'm here now.
Ow. Come on, buddy. Do something. I didn't even mean to do that. Oh.
Never kill again. I need to face the man who sent these Ronin after me. That musician in Umugi Cove may have an idea where Kojiro is.
Oh, hey. Cool, we'll go back here and talk to this guy. Yeah, I'm amazed that damage didn't actually kill me.
Lord Sakai, thank the gods.
Yeah.
The Straw Hats that Kojiro wanted me to duel are dead.
He already knew, my lord. I told you, he is no ordinary man.
You saw him again.
He came back, told me you earned death by his hand. He'll wait for you in a cave at Omi Monastery.
Hey, I know where that place is.
Some clan's territory. He'll regret that insult.
You mustn't face him. With that demon-blessed armor, he'll never tire in battle.
We'll see about that.
I'll pray for your victory.
Alright, let's, up here, cool. I'd like to fight a couple of Mongols before I get there, mostly just so I can fill my resolve meter. Because if I remember right, when I played this game the first time, I walked into this fight with very little resolve, and it took a minute. Oh, going the wrong way. Okay, well, I guess we're not filling my resolve meter up before I go in here. That's fine. I should be good. I just need to not get hit. Yeah, this is the exact fight, too. Yeah, it's cool. I'm about it. We got an autosave right here. Yeah, it was this fight. Oh, I gotta talk to you first. Okay. It'd be good. It'd be cool.
The musician told me your armor was blessed by demons, Kojiro.
Do you believe him?
I think you should have stayed a legend.
Okay. Oh.
I've killed 1,000 men.
Okay.
Every death was sweet.
The musician was right.
That's a lot. Man, I don't...
Are you the one who finally killed me?
Is that what you want?
Yeah, okay. That went way smoother than I expected. I don't believe your outfit was blessed by demons, but I'm gonna steal your clothes anyway. Resolve gains. Neat. Never gonna use it. Okay. I've got 20 minutes left. Hey, bro. All right, we'll go do that. Here, do this side quest, and that'll probably eat up most of our time, I imagine. Ah, perfect. Yuriko, how it go?
Young master, would you like something to eat?
I'm fine, Yuriko. I just need the poison. You are trying to remove...
Poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Poison specifically designed to kill Cusco. That poison.
You remember them, don't you? The ones I planted at your family cemetery.
I remember washing the graves. Father made me hold buckets of water from the lake.
He knew it would make you strong and teach you to respect your ancestors. Don't you remember the flowers, Jin?
Spider lilies.
That's right.
Well, great news. Those are everywhere. So we'll definitely get lots of those.
With enough spider lilies, you can craft a poison that makes rats go mad. Tear each other to pieces.
It's a rat blender.
It's for a good cause. Just make it strong enough to work on men.
If you think it's necessary, I know exactly where to find what we need. This way.
This part of the forest. I was here when I was a child.
After your mother passed away.
I refused to believe she was gone.
We can't. Can we gamble? Can we run?
Mother loved to take long walks here.
I searched until sundown. I kept shouting for her. But she was gone. And I was lost.
You were missing for 3 days. Nearly dead by the time your father found you.
I've never seen him so angry.
Angry at himself for failing to protect you.
We're just gonna have a nice gentle trot.
Countless battles. And he was never more worried than the sleepless nights he spent searching for his only son. Not much farther to the cemetery. I wonder what your father would make of the ghost.
He would disapprove, like my uncle.
Don't be so sure. They argued often. Kazumasa thought your uncle too rigid, willfully blind to possibilities. Kazumasa had imagination.
Imagination?
Apparently.
You're like him in more ways than you know.
Can we, like, be there?
Fight me!
Aha, great news, guys. I think I got like 6 of you I can do this to.
Careful.
Disrespecting the dead.
Stay here.
Okay. Kill all the Mongols? You got it, Chief. I was really planning on grabbing the fucking rope. Okay. I saw the swords. I'm surprised the game wasn't like, hey, switch your techniques to make it better. Okay, neat. Anything in here?
Did you drive them off?
Yes.
That's one way to say it.
For spider lilies.
Why would we look for them here?
Isn't this where you used to plant them?
Oh. No, not here.
She's just a surprised.
They're in another cemetery. Your great aunt's branch of the family. It's not far.
To my great aunt's side of the family. What the fuck?
Yuriko, do you remember? I was 5 or 6. I had a nightmare about this forest. A fight.
It wasn't a nightmare. I told you it was to keep you calm.
That was real? I remember men shouting.
Our retinue was returning home late one night. We were ambushed by Ronin.
The Ronin must have been dangerous. My father's samurai were frightened.
Not of the Ronin. Of Kazumasa.
Of my father? Why?
He and his samurai drove the Ronin off. But Kazumasa pursued them on foot. You could hear their screams. He returned to us just before dawn, covered in blood. Some of his own men mistook him for a demon of the forest. Do you recognize this lake?
We used
Nope.
to meditate here.
How you'd fidget.
You told me to pretend I was a rock, and all I wanted was to swim.
The view's much better from the shore. Join me, young master. These old bones need a rest.
Not where those bandits were that I killed earlier. Lady, you really are gonna take up my whole 20 minutes, aren't you?
This time you'll have to keep me from fidgeting. Some of my favorite memories happened at this lake.
Stopping a child's fidgeting?
Your mother and I would come here when she was pregnant with you.
We should keep moving.
A grown man, and you still can barely sit still.
We can meditate again. After the war.
Yes, young master.
Alright, plan 1 for after the war, I suppose.
The cemetery isn't far.
Feels much closer when you're not carrying water.
That ain't a bad trip from the lake with a bucket of water.
How could they?
They may break stone, but they cannot erase the memory of these warriors.
Please gather the spider lilies. I can't bear to look.
Sure thing, lady. Spider lilies.
My aunt Matsu would weep at the condition of this place. Most of these warriors fell in the rebellion at Yarikawa. They deserve better than this.
Wool.
This is all I could find.
It is enough to make the poison, but I don't want our time to end.
The Shimura Cemetery isn't far.
With a view of the waterfall. Let's go, my lord.
Alright, sure. Why not?
Kazumasa, I do enjoy our rides together.
Did you say Kazumasa?
Did I? You ride with your father's grace.
Did you often go riding with my father?
Lord Sakai taught me to ride a horse.
This is where you're gonna find out that she had sex with your dad, Jin.
Wait, I can mix the new poison for you.
You're gonna find out something you didn't want to know.
How does it work?
Oh, it's terrible. Causes madness. They'll turn on each other like wild beasts.
Good. Make it. Quickly.
The poison is finished. Take it. I'll stay here.
Oh, he's losing it.
But we must set an example for our people by remaining true to our code and to ourselves.
The poison's just for now. After the Mongols are gone, I won't need it.
I mean, I'm probably not gonna use it a lot. Otherwise.
Drop your weapon!
Yeah, fuck him up. Ah, my guy lost.
Scared him off, but he might come back.
You're just gonna let your friend, like... Oh, can I not stand off anymore? Oh, that's sad. Alright, sure. Arrows and iron. I feel like this is on them that I'm assassinating them this easily. I'm trying to stand off. I'm just running around in full armor. Not my fault they don't see me.
Was that him? Come on.
No, I heard that coming. Away. You better run. Make him flee.
Ah.
I'll take your head and make you.
Oh my god. There we go. Nope. Okay, neat. Fun and cool and neat and fun and cool and neat and fun.
I thought we rid ourselves of those bandits.
Not bandits. Straw hats. Ryuzo's men.
Where did that young man go wrong?
I ask myself that all the time.
Oh, I got 3 minutes left. Less than.
Shimura Cemetery, my lord. Would you check on it with me?
Of course, Yuriko.
This was a long-ass mission. Most of them are like 2 minutes. This one's taking forever. Alright, well I'm basically gonna save and quit as soon as this is done.
No, Lord Sakai. This is the best day I've had since our afternoon at Lake Oni.
I don't remember that. You are sure that was me?
It was so long ago. You must have forgotten. The war hasn't touched this place.
Well, that's good.
Do you remember, young master? We'd pay our respects to the Shimura warriors buried here, then spend the afternoon writing poems.
I remember, Yuriko.
Let's write one now.
Oh my god. Sure, let's write a haiku real quick. On impermanence. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing some sign off. Unmoving mountain, soaring ambition, breakable walls, unmoving mountain. Unmoving mountain, so abides rushing water, endlessly flowing water. The works of men are frail. Life flows into death. Life blossoms and fades. Lords and clans vanish. Life blossoms and fades. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I always appreciate it. The plan is I will be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're going to start Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 2, Sith Lords tomorrow. I have the content mod, and a few like fan patches, like some widescreen fix stuff. Basically a few things from whatever's on the Steam workshop that seemed, beneficial. not really majorly game changing, but would just kind of update a few things so it would run and look good on a modern
We should
computer.
return to Omi.
I'll stay a while.
I know better than to argue.
Good. You learned something today. Kazumasa used to say Lord Shimura was too concerned with that castle.
The strongest point on the island.
He equated strength with the huge, the immovable, like a mountain.
He had a point.
Again.
Indecision have destroyed armies. In the midst of battle, true leaders must stay rooted, stand firm.
But look at that waterfall. All that immovable rock yields to water.
So yeah, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 starts tomorrow. Should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to it. And next week we're probably hold on, I'm getting some weird. Okay.
When you're ready.
Next week we're gonna keep playing Ghost of Tsushima. We're probably gonna finish up this third of Ghost of Tsushima next week. Spend my 2 technique points fast. Game, stop being. Jericho's.
Lord Sakai.
Okay, well, we're going to get our technique points, and then we're going to save and do. And basically do her mission when we get back. Yeah, probably finish up the third of Ghost of Tsushima next week. Go back to Red Dead after that. Finish that game up when we get back to it. We will be finishing that game up when we go back to it, and then we'll come back and do Ghost of Tsushima after that. But yeah, that's it for tonight. Again, thank you guys so much for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Adios, and have a good night.